Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and a first for me, and this is going to be the first of a few Korean beers, which was part of the Korea box from Beer 52 for February 2019, which showcases some of the up-and-coming and established North and South Korean breweries. Yeah, really interesting stuff. The only thing is that will knock the shine, or dull the shine, I should say, on these beers is they have all been brewed. Well, actually, this was brewed at De Prof. So, I believe, obviously, so they can have the beers in the UK, they would maybe have to have them brewed in Europe. I'm not too sure about the logistics. Maybe that's who they contract anyway. I'm not sure if that's a Beer 52 decision, but I know some people have an issue when we get these boxes and the beers are brewed either at Brewery Anders. But yeah, this is brewed at De Prof. So no matter what, I'm really intrigued to try some Korean beers. So my Beer 52 link is down below, so if you want to check that out. But yeah, so we're having a look at the Daydream from Magpie Brewing Company. And this is silky and smooth, gauzy like a daytime reverie, single hopped with Atsaka for a burst of tropical fruit flavours. Flaked oats make up 20% of the grain bill for a soft mouthfeel, easy drinking and medium bodied with a clean finish. And then magpiebrewing.com. I'll put all the information down below. So 4.5% ABV, 22 IBUs, tropical, silky, balanced. And sensational artwork there, beautiful illustration. I've noticed all the bottles and cans in the box have got some absolutely gorgeous artwork. So yeah, let's get this opened and see what we get. So yeah, my first Korean beer. We'll see how this one goes. Give it a bit of a swirl, pour it all in there. So, that's reinforced the head a little. It's got a subtle amount of haze to it. It's sort of like a, not too dark amber, but it's like a pale, almost orangey looking, with a little bit of haze more to this part of the glass. 2 fingers worth of a nice white, compact, creamy looking head. So it certainly looks promising. Let's see what we get on the nose. It's got that sort of like funky, bruised fruit aroma, you know, when you get that sweetness, but then you also get that sort of like savoury element to it. Get a bit of like a nice sweet tangerine. There's a little bit of mango in there as well. It's sort of really in your face tropical aroma, but it has those sort of like tropical tones. There's even like a slight bell pepper aroma coming from it. It's got that like fruity earthiness that you sometimes get. Yeah, it's a really, it's not in your face. It is quite well, as it says on the can, it's balanced. It's nice and rounded, but fruity enough to be appetizing. So looks good, smells decent. Let's fix the camera before it completely falls over. There we go. I could just pause this and alter the camera accordingly, but I'm too lazy to do that. And it's all going Pete Tongue. Anyway, we'll leave it like that. Hopefully it should stay erect. Anyway, couldn't think of a better word, to be honest. Looks good, smells good. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Does have that medium mouthfeel. Lower end of medium, I would say. It's not really watery though. You definitely get the flakes in there. It just smoothens it a little bit. Flavour wise, it's quite a reserved beer actually. It's really simple. It's one of those beers that you've tasted countless times before. Not really exciting, but at the same time, it's not a bad beer by any stretch. It's brewed well enough. It's got a little bit of like a sweet watermelon character. gentle citrusy tone, grapefruit on the back end, subtle hint of lychee. Yeah, it's inoffensive. It's not going to be the best beer you're ever going to drink in your life, but it's a modest enough introduction to Korean brewing. The only other beer that I think I've ever had that was single hopped with Adzaka was the Founder's beer, and it just didn't really do anything for me. And I'm having that same sort of feeling with this. You wouldn't turn it down. It's a decent enough little sessioner. One of those beers you'd have in between beers in a session, do you know what I mean? Just something to cleanse the palate, just something to round it all off. But it's a modest introduction to the Korean brewing scene, I will say that. I'm definitely going to enjoy the rest of it. Would I go out my way to pick up another can of this? Probably not. I'd like to try more beers from the brewery. I think there's one more can that I got in the box. But yeah, you've had this beer countless times. It's got that sort of feel about it. It doesn't really move me in any way. So in terms of a rating, I'd give this one a 6 out of 10. As I said, it's modest. It's not in your face. It's a good, subtle introduction to a brewing scene that you've probably never experienced before. But countless breweries have made this beer in much more satisfying ways. But I'm not going to hold it against the brewery. I mean, this is the first beer I've had from them. You know, you can't really judge a brewery just on one beer. And I've got to say, the artwork and the branding on this can is absolutely gorgeous. It really, really is. I love that logo. Just nice and simple, beautiful illustration. But it's just a shame that the beer inside is a little bit... That's it, really. It's a bit... but not like a sort of way of saying, there we go. So, it's one of those beers, isn't it? Anyway, 6 out of 10. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. If you tried anything else from this brewery or from any part of Korea, or even some of your favourite Asian beers in general, hit me up in the comments down below. If any of my friends fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, then I'll put their links down below. And yeah, check out the brewery, check out Beer 52, and hopefully the next beers that we have will be a little bit more exciting than this one. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later.